Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a video on how to change your oil almost anywhere. So I got all the stuff here I need. I'm at an old O'Reilly's here because they recycle used motor oil, so I'll drop it off afterwards. But this should be everything you need. Obviously you need this set here to open up your valve. And then you're also going to need the shallow 15/16 socket here to get the oil filter cover off. Got my oil, I got a thin pan here, and then my filter. So I'm not going to use any jacks, nothing. I'm just parked. And this is going to be a video on how to change your Ram Promaster oil almost anywhere. Okay, so you're going to need a size 13 to get the oil plug off. I'm under my van, no jack, and I'm going to get that started. Line up my pan. I've never done this holding the camera, but we'll see if I can not burn myself and not get oil everywhere. Okay, there we go. All right. I have been driving a little bit to warm up the oil. This is pretty warm. But yeah, okay, so while it's draining, I usually just... Also, you need some towels. It's really helpful. I usually get all the oil ready, I'm gonna throw in some windshield wiper fluid. So while it's draining, I like to open up my cap here. Also, if you didn't know, it fits perfectly in that thing upside down. And then I'm gonna use the 15/16 shallow socket here, and that's gonna be used for that. You gotta get the shallow one. If you get the longer one, it just doesn't work. You gotta use the shallow one here. I am using a 1/2-inch drive, 15/16. So you wanna get it in there. There's a perfect spot you can get it in. There it is. And then just use this. You gotta go in little micro things here, but you can eventually get that off. Actually, if you come on the other side of this tubing here, you can get a much better swing here. Oh yeah, there we go. Eventually it gets pretty loose. Pull that off. And usually the filter comes out with this, but it looks like it came unattached. Let me grab this filter here. Yeah, that thing's pretty nasty. All right, used filter looks gross, but got it out. Okay, so I usually do that while the oil's and still draining. It can usually drip forever, I feel like. But I'll eventually... So in the meantime, I'm just gonna top off some wind wiper fluid as well. Okay, gonna go ahead and replace the filter here. By the way, you can get any 11665 for the Ram Promaster. This is a 2020. So here's the new one, and it does come with the other ring down there if you want to replace the ring right here. Usually I don't replace it every time, as it doesn't usually need it. Just inspect that, put that into the box here, put this new one on. It's gonna click down. Let me just quickly check this thing. I think it's fine. I'm not gonna replace it. I'll just wipe it down. There's some debris on it. Well, this should, yeah, click into place like that, and then it should free spin. So I usually just put a little grease up here, but it should just spin this thing. Yeah. Okay. So it's clicked in. Perfect. Good to go. So now we're just gonna go ahead and add it back down in here and get her started. And you don't want to over tighten these things. I mean, you do want to tighten it up because it hasn't even reached the ring yet. But you can crack this thing very easy. I think it's a common issue on these Promasters. I hope I haven't cracked mine. There does seem to be a little oil down there. Got it tightened on. Just want to get it one like that. That should be good to go. Okay, I'm calling it. It's just dripping a little bit. I brought a towel. I'm gonna wipe off the screw here and then plug her back up. Okay, screws back in. Used oil over here. Hopefully can't be kicking that. Time to put some oil in. Usually I get Valvoline, but they were out, so I'm just gonna put this Super Tech in. Shouldn't matter. Okay, got the 5 quarts in. Usually I always go ahead and put the 6th in, just because every time it calls for 6. I mean, that's why, but it seems to always need it. So this one's going in. Okay, cap's back on, oil's in. We'll check it in a minute. So usually I'll put the dirty oil back into this. But since the recycle thing is that blue thing there, I might just try to carry this, but that's kind of risky. So I might still dump it in. Okay, I decided to carry it over here. I made it without spilling. And I'm just gonna recycle it here. And as you can see, I'm at the O'Reilly's here. So got a nice sunset, changing the oil. And I'm gonna dump it in the recycle thing, get rid of this. Then I just have to dispose of the containers. I don't see a trash can up there, but I'll find somewhere. It looks like they're right here and locked up. So I'll find something for that next. So these towels definitely come in handy because I need to clean all this off to put it back in the van. So usually I'll wipe this out completely to store it back in the van for next time. Get rid of all of this stuff. I usually try to get this thing perfectly clean as best as I can because I usually store stuff in it in the van. So I wiped that out, and now it's time to make sure there's no leaks. Starting this up, make sure there's no leaks there, make sure there's no leaks down here. About 81,000 miles. Got her started. Let's go check. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, let's check the dip here. Let's see how we did. Hopefully not too bad. Almost to the middle. This should be fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not perfectly level either, I don't think. So who knows if I even got all the oil out. So that's how I do the oil change almost anywhere. I'll try to add some links. I'm still gonna go check if there's a trash can up there to get rid of this stuff, so then I don't have to take anything. But gotta put all this stuff up. All right, so I got my tools put back, and usually I will put this stuff down in here, that, Do those. And then for now, it's just going right here. Okay. And it's just stored back in here in my closet. Got a bunch of junk. All right, let's go see if they have a trash can. If I have to find somewhere else for this stuff. Bingo, they have a trash can. Boom. And that's how you do an oil change anywhere, especially when they have the recycle oil spot. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's an oil change in O'Reilly's parking lot with a recycle and a trash can. I only have to have the tools, the oil, and that's it. Boom. All right, if you like the video, please subscribe and leave a comment. I'll post some links for all this stuff I got, and that's that.